Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Tower of God New World. In today's video, we are going to check out Dev Note number 16. So I'm not really excited for this Dev Note, if I'm being honest. And I haven't been playing the game that much recently. If you guys don't know, I've been covering other games on the channel, focusing on Ash Echoes instead. So I will say for Dev Note 16, unless they have some, exciting news, I'm not gonna set my expectations too high for this dev note. So we're gonna try to read through this and let's see what they've been cooking up for us. The first thing we have here says there was a recent heavy snowfall in Seoul. I don't know how to say that. And while looking at the pristine white landscape, it brought to mind the holiday campaign that we are currently preparing. It was also a reminder of how fast the year has gone by. DevNote number 16 will respond to additional feedback from community channels and delve deeper into topics that capture the interest of our regulars, but that were not fully explored during the 5th developers livestream. Additionally, it will include updates on the progress of the upcoming update as well as part 2 of the collaboration. Let's go ahead and see what they have for us. So first things first, update on ignition weapon enhancement progress. As of the November 20th update, we have introduced several improvements to streamline the weapon enhancement process as follows. Filters can now be customized based on the number of options. The requirement to select parts has been removed, and filters will activate even if only a single condition is set. These changes make it easier to refine filters to meet your preferences. Additionally, the filters are now available in both enhancement and replacement pop-ups, thereby simplifying the material selection process. The filter function is set to be upgraded by December 18th. You'll be able to fine-tune the filtering process, moving from just selecting simple items in the main and sub options to specifying numerical values, enabling smoother selection of materials or teammates that you are developing. So this is a screenshot of what they're talking about. We are enhancing the ignition weapon fusion system to make it more streamlined and efficient. Once you set a fusion target, the filter function allows for quick and easy selection of unused equipment as materials. Additionally, a new multi-input feature has been introduced, enabling the creation of multiple fusion results simultaneously. These updates aim to simplify the process of assisting you in crafting ignition weapons for specific parts by utilizing unused ignition weapons more effectively. Lastly, we appreciate your active use of the preset management features and have taken note of your request for a part replacement function. We're preparing to incorporate this functionality, allowing you to seamlessly swap specific parts within a preset. With this addition, we intend to fulfill our commitment to completing ignition weapon convenience updates by the end of the year. So they're pretty much just going over, the ignition weapon and then pretty much updating the ignition weapon feature, and that's pretty much it. Next thing we have is additional guidance on the ranking system for Giga Boss Battle's max damage ties. Honestly, I don't really care about Giga Boss Battle, so I'm not even gonna read through this. I don't care. I just don't care at all. So for the people who are interested, you can read through this. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section down below. But I feel like for Giga Boss Battle, it is what it is. Because if you're not even able to reach max damage, then why even worry about it? So I don't really care. Moving on. Feedback on the flow of Shinsu mechanic of Tower of Alliances imposing too many restrictions, limiting strategic options. We understand your concerns and addressed them in a recent broadcast, promising improvements. Starting from the upcoming Tower of Alliances Season 9, scheduled for December 4th, the updated version will be implemented. The updated system will feature reduced frequencies of restrictive deployment types. Additionally, bans that limit deployment of just one element or one position have been removed. We look forward to seeing all Alliance members work together, utilizing Alliance full climb buffs to make Season 9 a more enjoyable and rewarding experience. The next thing we have is updates on Agency Service Center, time reduction, and level up. This one is pretty simple. You guys already know. I'm pretty sure they went over this in the live stream, so I'm not gonna read this again. But I think this is tied to like the archive system. It says right here we announced that they will be tied to the archive expansion. So this is going to be on December 18th. I think this is going to be for the next update after collaboration part 2. Tower race ranking system improvement. I'm not gonna go through that as well. It's tower race, whatever. Placement of main characters from Tower of God in loading screens and frequently used menus. It appears that this request comes from fans of Tower of God. In celebration of the upcoming 2025, we are preparing a UI overhaul for the main lobby screen. Really good. So they're planning on reworking the main lobby screen and making it look a lot different than it is now. As part of this update, we plan to feature the main characters from Tower of God in frequently used areas like the loading screen and Agency Service Center. We appreciate the wonderful feedback. Pretty interesting. Enhanced onboarding support for new regulars. We continuously consider this aspect, and we are grateful for the proactive feedback from our community. With the November 20th update, the welcome summon has been applied to new regulars, and we have ensured that it is also available for the existing regulars. Moreover, the new special lesson mission system has been added, improving upon the existing start dash mission and helping guide players to progress quickly to chapter 30 by completing missions displayed in the main lobby. Additionally, we have customized the SSR Plus and SSR non-stop events for new regulars, ensuring that the guide missions help them develop key teammates while they participate in these events. We will continue to improve and refine the experience to ensure that both new and existing regulars can enjoy the game together. Now, I will say, when it comes to the non-stop summon event, I'm pretty sure players who are returning to the game for the collaboration, they have access to the non-stop banner, the SSR Plus non-stop summon banner, and I think SSR as well. I think it's only SSR Plus. But returning players who haven't played the game for a long time, they have access to the non-stop summon banner. And players who have been playing the game, we don't have access to it. So I will say, you know, it's cool how they're giving returning players the opportunity to, you know, catch up to the current meta. But, you know, they should still give players who have been playing the game, they should still give us the non-stop summon banner. I know they gave it to us 2 times, but giving it to us a 3rd time, you know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. So I will say, you know, I was kind of disappointed the fact that, you know, returning players had the opportunity to, you know, get the non-stop summon banner. And then for players who have been consistently playing the game, we don't have the same opportunity as well. So kind of disappointing. Hopefully later on in the future, you know, they can give us veteran players, you know, another non-stop summon banner. It's probably going to be for New Year's. I have no idea when, but hopefully they actually give us veteran players the same treatment they're giving returning and new players. Expansion of friend slots and daily friendship points limit. We will expand the friend slots by adding 10 more, bringing the total to 50 friends for management. Additionally, the daily obtainable friendship points will also be increased by 10, allowing regulars to collect up to 40 points daily. These changes are planned to be implemented with the update on December 18th. So now you can get 10 more friends, which is really dope. A collaboration IP selection process. Thank you all for the input on the collaboration IP selection during the previous broadcast. We have reviewed some of the IP suggested in a recent survey. We will consider additional feedback to ensure we choose an IP that resonates with both the current Tower of God players and potential new players who might become interested through a collaboration. This is actually good news because they're probably going to do solo leveling next, because you guys remember the survey we had where they asked us you know, feedback, and then I'm pretty sure you can tell them, hey, for next collaboration, can you put solo leveling? That's what I did, and it seems like they are considering, you know, listening to us for the next collaboration. Hopefully it is solo leveling, because that's way better than this collab that we have right now. If I'm being honest, this collaboration is kind of mid. That's just my opinion. It's mid as fuck. But hopefully for next collaboration, it's a better IP and they actually choose solo leveling. If they choose solo leveling, so many people are going to come back to this game and play it. Hopefully they take that opportunity. Next thing we have is character balance adjustment requests. We have carefully reviewed the various suggestions regarding specific positions and teammates. Since adjusting balance is a delicate matter, as boosting one character might result in nerfing another, these changes are always handled with utmost caution. Previously, we received requests based on the character's original roles, and we have made improvements such as enhancing the revolution function for Yurik, Violet, and Data Gusting. We will thoroughly analyze the various types of feedback received and aim to increase the versatility of teammates through strategic combinations rather than reversing the absolute dominance between specific teammates. So they are planning on buffing more characters, which is really dope. I will say when it comes to Yurik, his buff was pretty mid. I'll say his buff was the worst out of all. Like I'll say Yurik was the worst revolution buff out of Violet and Data Gusting. Their buff was way better. So Yurik is still mid to be honest, but Violet and Data Gusting pretty solid. Improved functionality for opening growth items at once. I'm not gonna read through this honestly. Next thing we have is additional borders or backgrounds for main characters and plans for new teammate releases. Main characters, after appearing in the story for a long time, often evolve in ways that make them take on characteristics of new characters. For example, the moment when Bomb became Violet or when characters emerge after receiving the revolution, this type of evolution becomes apparent. In Tower of God New World, if these changes are significant, we are taking the approach of creating separate, playable teammates to highlight those distinctive features. We're considering the possibility of a stronger version of Yurik Mazino. Okay, so we are going to get a stronger version of him, which is really dope. This remains as a potential direction. For teammates already released, we have previously created additional borders based on popularity votes during anniversary events, so we will explore the possibility as well. As for the Tower of God teammates players would like to see next, we have received a lot of feedback since the last live broadcast. A quick update on the midterm tally shows that Baylord YAMA is currently in first place. So YAMA, it seems like YAMA is going to be the next character for 2025. He's not going to come this year for December, but he's definitely going to come probably January or February. We will adjust the introduction of teammates in line with the suggestions we have received in the existing lineup we had planned. Please continue to share your thoughts in remaining time. So this is in a whole different language. I don't even know what this is. So somebody can tell me in the comment section down below. I don't know these characters, but I'm pretty sure this right here is YAMA. And for these other characters, I have no idea. Next thing we have is requests for cooperative content development. We have received requests for content that allows players to enjoy the game cooperatively. While we currently have indirect cooperative modes such as Alliances of Tower, Alliance Expedition, and Giga Boss battles, it appears that players are looking for more strategically collaborative content. Considering this, we believe the strongest connection for cooperation ties lies within the Alliance, so we are preparing a new mode called Alliance Fleet Battle. We'll provide more details on the progress of this in the developers' notes. And then we also have miscellaneous improvements. Let's read this real quick. We received feedback that the scroll resets every time when selecting a pickup teammate in the welcome summon section, causing inconvenience. This will be fixed in the December 8th update, so the scroll will no longer reset. All right. We're also going to have Act 10, 1 Crossroads Flower of Zegina update. You guys can see right here, this is going to be the next chapter, the next act. We also have Collaboration Part 2 event overview. So for Collaboration Part 2 festival, it will take place on December 4th. And as previously announced, you will be able to meet SSR Plus, Forest, Alice, and SSR numbers 002. To celebrate the event, we'll feature a daily festival, an Alliance, an Alice trial event, and Alice release celebration in parts 1 and 2, and Alice boost missions. Additionally, the minigame Tower Survival, which was introduced during the live broadcast, will have its first release. The Dark Underbelly of Video Games campaign from part 1 will also continue in part 2. So you guys can see right here, we have Alice, our next SSR Plus unit, and we also have 002. The collab summon ticket can be used for both part 1 and part 2 summons, which is really good, meaning you can continue to use it for the Ejin, U, and 003 summon from part 1 during the part 2 period. Please note that the Alice 002 summon can be switched using the tab button at the bottom of the summon screen. The collaboration exchange shop will remain available from part 1 and will continue to be accessible in part 2. Please keep in mind that while both summons require the use of collaboration summon tickets, the cumulative summon count for each summon is separate, so there should be no confusion regarding this. So what they're saying is that whichever pity you have on Ejin's banner, it will not carry on to Alice's banner. So if you have, let's say, 80 pity on Ejin's banner, Alice's banner won't have 80 pity. It's probably going to have whichever pity you have on that banner. Let's say you have 20 pity. It's going to stay the same. So pity does not carry over. In addition to the collaboration summon tickets available through in-game events, We are preparing to provide extra tickets through push reward notification. Really nice. So they're gonna give us more collab tickets in the mail, which is really dope. Force Alice. Okay, now they're gonna go over her kit. So Alice is a red element SSR plus grade range damage caster with a skill-based playstyle, designed in Tower of God with a unique set of abilities. She is the top assassin of the Force organization, which is different from the numbers that Ejin you belong to, creating a relationship of both conflict and cooperation. Alice has a backstory where she was used as a hostage, and although she may appear cold and stern, she is actually a character who values loyalty, and is emotionally sensitive, often smiling and crying despite her tough exterior. Alice is designed as a sniper type range damage caster, primarily positioned in the back line. Her passive ability allows her to attack only the furthest enemy and periodically enter stealth. With her attack power gradually increasing based on the duration of the stealth, she amplifies her critical damage with quick sniper skill and has the unique ability to throw a flashbang to block healing skills from healers. With her special move, Smoke Bomb, and powerful sniper abilities, she's expected to reliably finish off enemies in the back line. So, based off of her kit, she is definitely going to be a top tier ranged unit. She's going to be really good when it comes to countering healers, like let's say SSR plus Iwa, and the fact that she's able to conceal herself. Like, I think she can actually conceal herself, right? It says right here that her passive ability allows her to attack only the furthest enemy based on the duration of the stealth. So she's able to conceal herself. I mean, it's pretty obvious that the top ignition weapons for his character is probably going to be Eelset or Sundance. She has insane basic attack. Or it can be Abgrund set. If she can conceal herself, Abgrund might be nice. Who knows? But that's just a sneak peek for the next SSR Plus character. The exclusive costume for Alice Evil Swift will also be available through the boost missions, similar to part 1. Damn, this character looks cool. Anyways, you guys can see this is her animation right here. Holy plot. Wow. You got a lot of plot, man. A lot of plot. Now for 002. It says 002 is also a red element skill-based range damage caster with SSR grade. After receiving a number following Ejin, 002 has taken on the role of leader. Known for his reserved, cold-blooded demeanor, 002 is a principled person who makes rational and calculated decisions. He was also Ejin's martial arts instructor and a versatile player with keen situational awareness. Honestly, I don't care about the lore, so I'm gonna skip that. Like, I don't care about the lore. I just want to see the kit. 002 is designed to be primarily placed in the back line. At the start of the battle, a buff skill is activated that increases the critical hit rate of frontline allies. Really nice. So, he's going to increase crit rate for allies who are in the front row. He deals damage from the back line and then boosts his own attack with the buff skill. In addition, he has an ability that ensures his attacks critically hit for a set amount of time. His powerful special move, Napalm Round, not only deals damage but also stuns enemies on the battlefield every second, lowering their physical resistance and allowing frontline warriors to perform better. That is actually insane. So it's pretty obvious that 002 is going to be perfect for Ejin. Ejin is a physical damage type unit, and he's going to increase Ejin's crit rate. Now, if you do have Ejin's Revolution tier 4, he already has guaranteed crit hits. But if you don't, this can actually be really, really good for Ejin. So it's pretty obvious that 002 is going to be the best pick here for Ejin. Really, really nice. Additionally, if enemies break into the formation, 002 can kick them away with a powerful roundhouse kick, knocking them back to the end of the formation, ensuring the formation remains intact and helping secure a stable victory. So this is what he looks like. Hey, his kit looks pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good. Definitely going to be a good unit to pair up with Ejin for sure. The next thing we have here is minigame and events. Not gonna go through this. I mean, we do have this new event right here, and we also have a Hell Train Arena, and then we have content expansion and additional updates. So let's go ahead and read this real quick. We're gonna read from right here. During the Q&A session from the broadcast, we mentioned the rate-up event for ignition weapons and have also implemented it in this update. These ignition weapons, which we previously recommended for new teenage mercenary teammates, will be a great opportunity for everyone to make the most of. So Abgrun, Idea, and Sundance, and Zila. So it seems like Abgrun is going to be good for Alice if she can conceal herself. If she can actually conceal herself, Abgrun is probably going to be very good for her. Or Sundance. So they are going to give us a boost for these ignition weapons, which is really solid. Furthermore, for the festival event, a story campaign boss battle is ready, where players will face off in a rematch against Rack, who had a powerful, strong performance previously. So I like to see this is going to be the new boss battle for Collab Part 2. And then next we have Alliance Fleet Mission. So it says, we will first share the preparation progress of the cooperative content, Alliance Fleet Battle, which was also mentioned in your suggestions. In the last broadcast, we mentioned how well the combination of the Caliban Corps commander and the ship worked, and we even revealed key images. The core concept is that rival alliances engage in fleet battles. An alliance that inflicts the most damage receives higher tier rewards. It is crucial for alliance members to unite and take advantage of the chances given. Each season, 3 alliances will be matched and each teammate will battle for 2 days. The total damage will determine the tier rankings. When the alliance fleet battle begins, players will be assigned specific rules for each fleet and will set up their defense decks accordingly. At the transition of the battle phase, the defensive positions on the battlefield will be finalized. One challenge we have considered is the significant variance in Shinsu link levels, given that alliances are server-wide and open for anyone to join. While there's been substantial feedback against fully standardizing stats, the current development approach aims to reflect growth while implementing adjustments to reduce these discrepancies to some extent. We plan to gather additional feedback and monitor the first season closely, leaving room for potential changes based on observations and suggestions. So this is what the new alliance looks like. The new alliance event, Alliance Fleet Battle. You guys can see right here we have these little fleet ships, pretty interesting, and we also have these characters. Looks pretty solid. They go into more details about this new event, so you guys can check that out on the website. But yeah, Alliance Fleet looks pretty interesting. The fact that they're implementing more, Alliance content is very good, so I'll take it. Archive expansion, we already went through this. This is going to be in a new update. I think this is in an update. Actually, no, this is not in an update right now. This is going to be in collaboration part 2, I think. Or it's going to be for January 2025. Maybe. The Alliance Fleet Battle is actively being prepared with the goal of launching. So Alliance Fleet Battle is going to come in January 2025. That's the plan. And then this right here, we have, pretty sure they're just increasing these different stuff. We have coin rewards, link exp rewards, loot accumulation time, weekly friend support limit. Pretty good, pretty dope. The archive provides additional benefits as a result of the process itself, and we would like to reiterate that it does not require additional resources for activation aside from the effort to put into the basic process. Okay, so it seems like for this alliance expansion, you can actually increase rewards, which is really interesting. Like, that's actually pretty solid. If this is for archive, then that's pretty huge. Interesting. A new title system. We appreciate your interest in titles and title backgrounds. To enhance the significance of these titles, and their worth as rewards, we are working on adding stat bonuses in a limited time format. These titles will be distributed as seasonal event rewards and will remain usable until the next season. So they're going to add additional stats to titles. I don't know how to feel about that, if I'm being honest. I don't know how to feel about that. Additional stats for titles for a limited time. That's kind of weird, but we're gonna have to wait and see. But I don't know how to feel about that. That's kind of weird. Data Tower Dungeon. We would like to share the process on the new system that was mentioned during the last broadcast. The Data Tower Dungeon is designed as a space where players can explore dungeons and earn rewards based on the difficulty level. The concept is based on a massive server room managing hidden layers of past data. The main rewards from the dungeon are character data fragments. We are also preparing a special teammate designed for this dungeon, which players will be able to obtain through gameplay. Wait a minute. We are also preparing a special teammate designed for this dungeon. You mean to tell me that we'll be able to get a character from this event? To keep things fresh and engaging, we are planning for each event to feature different teammates that can be acquired. Oh, okay. So it seems like they are trying to. This is actually huge. So for Data Tower Dungeon, you'll be able to obtain different characters in this event. The main feature of the Data Tower Dungeon is that the number of data fragments earned varies depending on the difficulty level. Additionally, bonus rewards will be given based on a limit break tier of specific teammates to provide further growth benefits. Furthermore, only one teammate from your roster can participate in the dungeon battle, and to join, you must set up a full party of 5 teammates. This rule is designed to ensure that all teammates from R grade and above can be utilized. The intention is to encourage players to make use of a wide variety of characters they have developed, offering a fun and efficient farming experience. The teammates that can be obtained from the Data Tower Dungeon will be announced separately with each update. Oh, dude, this is big. Please note that this dungeon will be operated as an event and not all teammates will be eligible. This system is also being actively developed with the goal of launching in December. This is actually huge. So like they're planning on releasing teammates in this event. Now the thing is, I just hope that this new event isn't pay to win. Because if it's pay to win, then like, what's the point? So if free-to-play players have the actual opportunity to get these new characters, that's going to be very interesting. So this might be really huge because in order for you to get these characters, all you have to do is grind through this event and you'll be able to get them. Like that's a whole new system. Like there's no gacha involved. It's you pretty much using your characters to get new characters. That's actually pretty solid. So we're gonna have to wait and see when they release this in the game. But as up to right now, my only complaints are I hope that it's not pay to win, right? And the fact that they said it's limited time. Like I'm pretty sure this is going to be a limited event. So hopefully like when we're grinding through this, everybody has the opportunity to max out these new units, or like when we get these characters, they're already maxed out. I don't know how they're going to do it, but this is actually really interesting. So I can't wait to see what this is all about. Ranker race. As more players complete adventures and trials, we are preparing enhancements to the content that players can enjoy during the update cycle. First, we like to introduce the ranker race system. The ranker race is a race unlocked by completing an adventure, and it is a tower race consisting of high difficulty stages. I think we already know about this. Yeah, I think we already know about this. The stat bonuses will focus on PvE modes rather than... Yeah, we already know about this. Yeah, we already know. New events. So we have received many requests to diversify the types of events, and in response, we are preparing several new events in addition to the seasonal events for the year end. Please note that the images attached are design drafts and do not reflect the actual rewards. The first event is the Kun Wish Card event, where players will need to find 3 identical decorations hidden across 12 cards each day. By collecting these decorations, you will receive associated rewards. Additionally, some specific decorations will provide extra rewards if collected, giving you the opportunity to aim for additional prizes. If you participate consistently each day, you will be able to earn solid rewards. The event is expected to launch on December 18th. And the next is the Shining Tree event. In this event, players will collect shining dust by completing missions. After gathering a certain amount, they can receive rewards. Additionally, once all the rewards are collected, players will be able to claim daily additional rewards simply by logging in. This casual event is being prepared as part of the 2025 New Year's event. Really solid. Man, dude, imagine they gave us 1,000... Imagine they gave us 1,000 SSR plus stones. That would be crazy as hell. But these rewards aren't actually for real. They're just using it so that they can show us an example. But this looks pretty cool. This looks pretty solid. Additionally, we are planning to prepare a fun, simple event called Tap Tap Plus. This event allows players to grow a doll by tapping. By tapping 4 times a day, players will receive rewards based on the doll's growth. The growth stages of the doll vary, and the starting stage is randomly set when the game begins. If you own or level up a designated blessed teammate, you can start at a higher growth stage and allowing for additional benefits as the doll grows. This event is scheduled to launch on December 18th. So that's what the event looks like. Pretty solid. A pre-announcement regarding Shinsu Link level expansion and graduation. So there have been requests for a pre-announcement regarding the expansion of the Shinsu Link levels, and we have committed to providing the notice at least 1 week in advance. Before the expansion notice, we have confirmed that the final expansion level for the Shinsu Link will be level 1500. So that's going to be the max level. The final expansion will be applied in the update on December 18th. As the accumulation of coins, Shinsu, and Link EXP continues, we anticipate questions about how to best use them. To answer this, we are developing a new growth system that will allow players to use these resources directly. The system is based on the concept of the Spirit Ladle from the original, and further details will be shared in the next developer's notes. Pretty interesting. So they're pretty much giving us an opportunity to, bypass the max Shinsu Link level, which is 1500. The next thing we have is year-end holiday campaign. Furthermore, in the celebration of the year-end, we are working on a brand new original story tilted Silent Night, Holy Night, the holiday incident. Step into a Christmas brimming with dreams and wishes, where friends become holiday fairies, striving to grant the wishes of those around them. This is the end of the developer's notes we prepared for today. Lastly, in celebration of Black Friday, we added various items to both the game and the web shop. Yada yada yada, I'm not going to read that. We hope you enjoy the upcoming season 2 of the Teenage Mercenary event. We are excited to share our new holiday campaign filled with fresh and stories. So that's pretty much it for the dev note. If I'm being honest, they didn't really give us any details on upcoming characters. Like, the only character that we know that's going to come really soon is YAMA. That's the next character that's going to come next, probably January or February. So YAMA is going to be, the next major unit in Tower of God New World. And there are other characters right here. And I see 10 right here. They're probably going to release another family head character, but a lot of people didn't want that to happen. So that's probably going to be like next summer or probably for 2nd anniversary. I don't know. But YAMA is going to be the next unit. He's definitely going to be SSR Plus. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that. But one thing I'm mostly looking forward to is this new feature right here. The Data Tower Dungeon. This is actually interesting because they're implementing a new way for us to obtain new characters. It's not through gacha, it's you playing the game, which is very unique. So I can't wait to see how they're going to do it. Now, the thing is, these characters, like, if they're going to give us characters in like this Data Tower Dungeon event, maybe these characters are going to be trash, who knows. But if they're going to be good characters, that is a huge W. I just hope that in order for us to obtain these characters, it's not extremely difficult, and the only way that you can max out these characters is if you're a pay-to-win player. Like, if that's the case, that kind of sucks. But if everybody has the opportunity to max out these units, then that's going to be very dope. So I am looking forward to the Data Tower Dungeon. That's like the best thing in this dev note and the most unique thing so far. Everything else, I mean, we have the collaboration part 2, we have the archive buff, the new alliance event, pretty solid. So I'll say this dev note, it wasn't that insane, but the Data Tower Dungeon definitely carried this dev note 100%. So tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Do you guys think the Data Tower Dungeon event is going to be, a top tier, a game-changing event for the game, or is it going to be mid? And tell me what you guys think about the dev note overall. Was this a good dev note, or was it a mid dev note? And once again, if I'm being honest, when it comes to Tower of God New World, I haven't been playing the game a lot recently because I've been focusing on other games. So, I'm still covering the game, but hopefully they, you know, bring some hype to this game. Bring some hype so that I can actually be excited when it comes to covering this game, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm low-key getting bored of this game, but you know, I'm still gonna cover it for you guys. So I just hope that, you know, we start getting some hype starting January 2025, start seeing some lit characters. I just hope that happens. But hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.